Hello YouTube! Welcome to my channel. This is Clark Kent. Ngayon ay may bago tayong i-react na video. Tingnan natin kung maganda. Let's watch this. Yun! Top 20 Scariest Ghost Videos of the Year. Tingnan nga natin kung maganda. Let's watch this.
The scariest ghost videos of the year. TikTok user Jose Castillo and his friends often mountain bike after work on some wooded trails near the city of Oaxaca, Mexico. One evening after dark, Jose and his friends go out on a trail that they've taken many times before. But this time, things take a terrifying turn. Jose's GoPro camera is recording when something happens that still gives him chills to this day.
Ay! Ano yun?
Did you see it? Someone or something appears out of nowhere and Jose barely manages to swerve around it. When slowed down and paused, the figure appears to be cloaked, wearing a veil that's translucent enough that you can see what looks like a face. A very disturbing face.
Parang witch.
Many viewers of Jose's TikTok believe that he captured the infamous weeping woman, La Llorona, a vengeful spirit of Mexican lore that mourns the loss of her children. But what do you think this is? Let me know. User Brianna's videos are mostly dedicated to her favorite pastime, free diving in the beautiful waters just off the coast of sunny Florida. Now, none of Brianna's videos have anything to do with the supernatural. Well, except for just this one. One afternoon, Brianna is going for a routine dive when she captures
Ganda ng view, guys.
truly chilling.
May sumisigaw. Saan yun? Baka tunog lang ng tubig.
Brianna starts to panic as she hears loud, distressed underwater screams all around her. After she surfaces and disturbed by what she just heard, she goes down again to try to figure out just what is going on.
Wala na.
This time, there are no screams. Brianna is baffled by what just happened and posts her strange, unexplained video to TikTok. Now, of course, many viewers accuse Brianna of adding a fake audio track to her dive video. So, to prove them wrong, Brianna posts again, this time showing the footage directly from her GoPro camera.
So, people are asking what camera I use. GoPro 7 works perfectly fine for me. I cracked it a little bit, but I use a case. Definitely not a voiceover though, so I'm going to show you the video straight out of my GoPro. Just like how I recorded it. So you can hear.
So guys, nakakala na marami na baka pinike niya.
Yeah. So, it's not a voiceover or an edit or anything like that. So.
Pero hindi naman.
Now, paranormal or not, the strange underwater screams are absolutely unnerving. 12 years ago, a band in Veracruz, Mexico was playing their final gig as one of their members was about to move to another town. At the time, they didn't notice anything unusual about the event at all. But later, as the guys rewatched the video of their performance, they noticed something that chills them to their core.
Puta, may yun sa TV.
For this one, There's probably no reason to ask, but did you see it?
Oo.
Lurking behind the TV in the right corner, a ghastly-looking girl with what seems to be a pale and distorted face seems to be peeking out at the band. What's even weirder is that if we cut to different segments of the video, the strange pale girl has disappeared. The guys in the band believe that this bizarre figure might be the ghost of a friend of theirs who took her own life years earlier.
Tumatawa pa.
Perhaps dropping in for one last goodbye at the band's final performance. Caught live on camera. This next creepy clip was sent in by John Robinson, who goes by the streamer name J-Rob. Now, John frequently goes live on YouTube with his friends to talk sports and debate their favorite players and teams. But during one of these late night live streams, something happens that shocks them all to their core.
Hard. I think y'all need to build off of those two people and a couple of more pieces. I do like RJ Barrett, but I don't know, it might be time for him to go as well. You never really know. So I say you just build off of those people. Was that a ghost?
I just
Oh, yo, Junebug, chill out.
Yo, that wasn't even a person.
Junebug, chill out. I ain't got time for this.
Yo, did we
Ano
catch a
yun?
ghost on stream?
Bro, stop.
No, stop it. Stop it.
Junebug,
Run it
chill
back.
out.
I
I'm
gotta run
alone.
it back.
Hey, I didn't see it. I didn't see
lights.
anything, man. I was looking at
I'm
the
Turn on the lights. Stop playing, bro.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at
I'm
it.
gonna go look at it right now because bro,
What? Junebug, what happened?
that
What?
was not a person, bro.
Bro, chill out. What are y'all talking about? J-Rob, stop
Hey,
playing.
y'all chill out, man. Hold up, man. I ain't with this.
Bro, go watch it for
Relax.
Please
yourself.
run it back. Somebody watch. Run back the clip. Please, somebody run back this clip.
Oh,
Bro,
man.
Oh my God. Somebody clip that.
Run it back at 5 minutes.
An unexplained dark figure seems to walk past
Oh,
John's
nga,
friend
no?
Chris, even though Chris is completely alone at home. Now freaked out, Chris turns on the light and comes back to watch.
Definitely. Like, they the dope up, bro. Like,
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the hell, bro? What the fuck was that?
I ain't even
I'm
smoking
not
on
playing
that
no
D
yo,
track.
J-Rob.
I'm
Bro,
smoking on
Junebug.
that dog.
Hold on.
wait. Chris, you saw it?
Did I see it, bro?
Yo, what the fuck was
Bro,
that?
and then Chris looked both ways like he felt his energy. Like, bro.
Hey, Chris.
I felt like a cold chill, but honestly, bro.
Oh my God.
Chris, you might want to go out there. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm gonna look at it all after the fact. I ain't looked at it yet.
But context, yo, I don't know what the hell happened, but apparently, like something just like walked past me.
Mm.
I felt like it chilled, and then like all of a sudden, these J-Vibe, Junebug, they start wilding out. I'm just like, yo, like what the hell is happening? Like, yo, like a ghost just went past you. A ghost?
There's something
There was
just
a
went
ghost
past
on the
you.
stream.
Yo, Jay, I'm about to look at the video right now.
Hey,
Hold on.
bruh.
I have
I'm
to
not.
watch this, bro. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Like, I'm not gonna lie, fellas. Like, I can't even. I'm so distracted. I'm so distracted right now, bro. Like, I can't even answer your question because I cannot believe what I
Oh,
saw.
God.
Chris explains that he felt a chill when, whatever this is, walked behind him and he looked back, but didn't see anything. As more of their friends join the live stream, the whole group decides to watch the clip together.
What's that? What the hell was that?
I don't know. I don't know
what he was saying.
I ain't never
Hey,
seen
bruh.
that.
Come on, you missed it. Oh, no. Run it back,
Oh,
run it
nah,
back.
I saw that. I saw that.
Oh.
I felt, bro.
I saw that.
Ooh, just came out my mouth,
I
son.
saw
I'm
it.
panicking right now, son.
I saw that.
Chill, I'm telling you. It
I
was
saw
Yo,
that.
Primo, look.
I saw that.
So, what do you think happened here? Did Chris's live webcam accidentally capture a ghostly apparition live on YouTube? Chris seems almost a little embarrassed about it. By the way, it should be mentioned that none of John/J-Rob's live streams have anything to do with the paranormal. If you want to take a look for yourself, you can watch this entire live broadcast over on John's YouTube channel, J-Rob. One last goodbye. Back in September, veterinary student Mary Carmen Flores from Arequipa, Peru, adopted a sweet little Labrador that she named Scott. The two quickly bonded but only enjoyed a few months together before Scott was tragically found dead in Mary Carmen's home.
Oh, ano may aso.
Mary Carmen was absolutely devastated by the sudden loss of the very healthy dog and wanted an explanation. She suspected that some horrible person might have actually poisoned her dog. So Mary Carmen started searching through her CCTV footage to find answers. But instead, she found something else entirely. Something she was not prepared for.
Ito yung aso nandun. Fade away.
The CCTV footage shows Mary Carmen at the gate as her family arrives home. Her dog Scott can be seen happily greeting the group. But here is where it gets weird. Because this footage was recorded after the dog had passed away. In tears, Mary Carmen explains that she believes Scott's spirit came to say goodbye to her and her family. She shared the video to TikTok in dedication to the sweet dog's memory. To this day, Mary Carmen still has no idea of what caused Scott the little Labrador's death. But she's grateful to have found the footage of Scott's final greeting and goodbye to the family. Highway horror. It's 4 in the morning and truck driver William Church is driving down an empty highway just outside of Phoenix, Arizona. He suddenly spots something in front of him that makes his blood run cold.
Puta yun na.
William's truck dashcam records the moment when a translucent figure appears to be standing on the right lane of the highway. The truck driver can't believe his eyes, but he's not the only one who spots the bizarre figure. Sitting next to him in the passenger seat is his truck driving partner, Erica Lake. She is also shocked by the sudden appearance of this strange apparition on the road.
At first, I thought it was a human, and then when you can't really see the face and the top of the body up, I was I wonder what, and then we were thinking about maybe it's a ghost.
I actually twitched the wheel to miss whoever it was.
The highway they are on, Arizona State Route 87, is notorious for its many deadly accidents where countless lives have been tragically cut short. Adding to the mystery, the figure they capture appears to have no upper torso or head.
Yung mga isa sa mga aksidente doon sa lugar na yun.
Paranormal, or just what do you think this is? Let me know. This next creepy video was uploaded to TikTok by Rosie B from Michigan. The home security clip shows Rosie's daughter strolling through the kitchen when the toddler seems to have a very odd and chilling encounter.
Yung kinakausap. Bata pa yan. Siyempre, hindi pa natuturuan yan.
At first, the girl appears to be talking to someone that we can't see. When suddenly something seems to try to yank a plastic container of snacks right out of her hand. Whatever it is then seems to go after her toy box. The toddler puts up a fight and wins, and then just walks away, seemingly angry at whoever or whatever was grabbing at her things. Later, when Rosie asks her daughter about what happened, the little girl says that a young boy and girl were trying to take away her toys. But looking at the video, there's just no one there. At least no one that we can see. So is the little girl fighting over toys with the ghosts of two children? Let me know what you think. Tunnel vision. This next video was sent in to popular Japanese ghost hunting team Clip Store by a man who claims that the footage was recorded by his now deceased older brother.
Ang
The man
Japanese
says
na
that his
naman.
brother was a big fan of the paranormal and often spent his free time exploring well-known ghost spots in Japan. So one day his brother decides to film an allegedly haunted tunnel somewhere in Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan. He has an encounter that is absolutely terrifying.
Siya lang mag-isa. Akala ko kasama yung kapatid, yung kasama siya. Yung mga paning-paning mo ng camera eh. Kakagulat eh. Putang ina na yun. Ay! Puta na yun!
Did you see it? After the man hears a creepy, unexplained voice coming from right behind him, he quickly spins around to see an ominous dark figure standing right in front of him. A shadowy shape that had not been there only seconds before. Absolutely terrified, the man makes a run for it. But the story gets even weirder. Because a few weeks later, the man who recorded this video passed away in a freak accident. This horrifying video was found on the man's phone. It was the last video that he recorded before his death.
Oh.
So the Clip Store team tracks down the location, but they don't really find anything unusual.
Okay, gets ko na. So guys, yung kumukuha ng video, yung before, buhay pa, pero namatay na, nag-pass away na. So sila, paranormal investigator, kaya i-investigahan nila yung tunnel. Diba?
So could it be that the man accidentally recorded real paranormal phenomena? And could this have somehow led to him losing his life in such a tragic way? Let me know. A haunted hello.
Haunted
Wright
hello.
From the paranormal investigation team CVS Paranormal sets out all alone to explore the so-called, quote, Pirates Graveyard in Portland, England.
Tunog pa lang. Pangalan pa lang, nakakatakot na.
1475 and has gotten its odd nickname from the many gravestones that feature carvings of skulls and crossbones. Christine finds herself completely alone when suddenly something happens that she still can't explain to this day.
Completely out of the way, so nobody. Oh,
Ay,
hello.
yun.
Oh. Oh.
May nag-hello?
What? Hello? Sure, I thought somebody shouted hello then, or said hello.
Christine is all alone when she hears something behind her, and as she turns, she hears a woman nearby clearly say hello.
Completely out of the way, so nobody. Oh, hello. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh.
A bit shocked, she immediately answers back, hello.
Oo.
But there's no one there. In fact, there's not even anyone else in the entire area that she's exploring. So could it be that the Pirates Graveyard in Portland, England is haunted by the ghosts of those who are laid to rest there? Let me know.
Pwede.
It looks back. Over on the channel, RX Files explore Indonesian paranormal investigator Chu does a live solo investigation of the infamously haunted Tayu Hospital on the Indonesian island of Java. Tayu Hospital was built way back in 1933, and over its 80-year history, it began to develop a very bizarre reputation. Many patients who were treated at Tayu Hospital claimed to see the ghostly figure of an old nurse roaming its hallways. They also said that they had seen the terrifying apparitions of patients who had passed away inside the old hospital. And some even claimed to experience horrible hallucinations, like bloody footprints running up the walls that no one else could see. Tayu Hospital closed its doors in 2015 and has been left abandoned ever since. Paranormal investigator Chu is completely alone with nothing but a flashlight and his phone as he broadcasts his investigation live to his streaming audience. As Chu roams the hospital grounds, he starts to hear a few strange sounds here and there, but it doesn't seem to bother him. But then, Chu begins to ask that the alleged spirits that haunt the hospital let him know that they are there. And this is when things start to get creepy.
Udah, suara-suara saja. Tunjukkan semua ejakulasi kalau memang kalian ada di sini. Lingkau.
Ini puta.
A hospital stretcher moves by itself, frightening Chu so much that he begins to shake uncontrollably. But things are about to get much worse. Chu decides that he's had enough of the outdoors and heads inside to explore the hospital's halls and rooms. But he starts to hear the disturbing sound of a bell ringing from somewhere inside the building. When he looks for the source, something happens that shocks him to his core.
Puta. Tumakbo ka na. Uy, puta. Uy, putang na yun. Putang ina. May mukha.
The exit door slams shut right behind him and an ominous voice can be heard. But most terrifying of all, something seems to quickly peek out at Chu from inside one of the hospital rooms.
Sumilip.
Chu is terrified and quickly heads for another section of the hospital. But as Chu continues to explore,
Putang kulit nito.
things just seem to get worse
Di pa.
and worse.
Tumuloy pa rin. Ay, putang ina na yun. Oh, puta. Parang peke naman to eh. Tangina multo. Gaganin pa niya. Tangina, kinabahan ako dun ah. Gago. Gago na.
Chu jumps when he suddenly sees what appears to be the eerie apparition of a girl standing just inside an empty storage room. Gathering all of his courage, he charges toward the creepy figure. But it disappears into thin air.
Go, nawala nga eh.
Chu is now seriously freaked out and just wants to leave. But his live audience has other ideas. He gets bombarded with requests in his live chat to go back inside the hospital just one more time and explore some of the abandoned rooms. As you might guess, it did not go well.
Putang ina, gago. Bumalik ka pa. Hayop ka.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sayang Chumba, nggak enak teman-teman di sini.
Terus nagdadasal ka.
Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah.
Kulit mo eh.
Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah.
Ayun. Putang inahan yun. Gumalaw.
Allahu Akbar, ya Allah, ya Allah, ya Allah, dipenceng mana jantung anjing.
Chu freezes when he spots a woman in what looks like a hospital gown sitting on a bed inside one of the hospital rooms. She doesn't move, but her head seems to drop backwards to look at Chu as if it's not attached to her body. And with that, Chu has had enough. He ends his live stream and just gets out of there. So what do you think is going on here? Could the hospital really be haunted? Either way, real or not, whatever that is absolutely terrifying. When bad things come, to those who wait. This next mysterious video was shared to the internet without a source. The footage appears to have been recorded by a CCTV camera inside a restaurant while the staff is finishing up work and cleaning up for the night. What happens next is shocking.
Gumalaw yung yung map. Pwede kasama niya. Ba't magsisilbi sila? Ganun ka-sexy yung outfit nila? Oh, puta.
A mop and a bucket can be seen sliding across the restaurant
So, binabunutan siya.
itself. But most horrifying of all, some kind of invisible force violently grabs the waitress by her hair and pulls her backwards out of frame. Now, without a source, we don't know what.
Talagang paano yung babae? Ibig sabihin.
Lots of screaming and running.
Oh.
Bucksgrave Road. Friends David and Dell from the YouTube channel Signs and Signals are driving down a creepy back road called Bucksgrave Road in Carlisle, South Carolina. David and Dell said that when they were kids, they witnessed some very strange things out on Bucksgrave Road, such as odd, unexplainable lights and orbs.
Oh, may mga orbs.
While driving down the narrow dirt road, shooting some B-roll for their...
Guys, pag may mga orbs, talagang possible na mga lost spirits sila. Lalo sa mga kagubatan, ganyan. Minsan sa mga bahay. Yan.
Video in the car, they experienced something absolutely unnerving.
Unnerving.
That's enough B-roll then. Yeah. You don't want to waste up all the battery already. The camera's battery's getting
Ano yun?
Damn.
Hindi naman orb yun eh. Parang ano eh.
You're supposed to do? Ain't nobody supposed to be out here?
Parang flashlight eh. Ay, may tao eh.
That just walk in the woods. Where's the headlamp at? The headlamp should be right there. Like he stopped. Did he turn off the light?
Oo.
Can you see him?
Siyempre ba naglakad siya sa ganung kadilim?
I can't hardly see. What the f? What the f are you doing?
Puta.
The content play. What the f are you talking about? Content play.
Bababa ka pa.
Dave, what the hell are you doing? Hello? I already tried that. He don't want none. I'm trying to get it. Okay, come on. This is some dumb. This ain't what we're supposed to be here for. Dude, I couldn't hear or see anything out there. It's so pitch black. Damn.
Ay, putang ina. Gago ka eh.
To this day, David and Dell say that they have no idea who or what the creepy stranger could have been. And paranormal or not, they claim that they have never been so scared in all their life. So, did they encounter some creep in the remote woods? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Parang tao eh. Kasi
and many more spooky moments over on their YouTube channel, Signs and Signals. The Witching Board. Popular paranormal live streamer Ricky Velasquez and his wife Liz traveled to an allegedly haunted house somewhere out in the middle of nowhere in Mexico. Now apparently the story of this place is truly dark and disturbing, because Ricky will only mention that the house was once home to an extremely large family named Hernandez. Apparently, some tragic and unspeakable event occurred at the Hernandez home, and most of the family, including many women and children, lost their lives. Now, whatever did happen, apparently it was so horrific that many people still leave candles at the house to pay their respects to this day. So after exploring the downstairs, Ricky and Liz head up to the second floor, and that's when they begin to experience something that makes their blood run cold. Ricky is broadcasting their exploration live on YouTube, and as he reads comments from his live stream audience, this happens.
Parang may...
Bebé, habla tú. Sí.
Hola.
Yung babae chill lang eh.
The couple hears very strange sounds from somewhere on the top floor. Banging, moaning, and even what sounds like the voice of a young child. So now, in an attempt to make contact with the dead, Ricky and Liz decide to use a Ouija board.
Putang ina.
And as you might have guessed, it
Susundan kayo niyan.
go well. During the Ouija board session, the couple continues to hear disturbing sounds coming from the house. Then something happens that absolutely scares the
Guys, naka pitch black to kasi gumagamit sila ng night vision kaya green.
out of them.
¿Estás aquí con nosotros?
Bata. Ay, puta. Akala ko. Tangin na. Sampay yan ang puta. Ba't kasi? Puta na nakakakaba. Takbo na sila.
While using the Ouija board, Liz asks, "Are you here with us?" To which a terrifying little voice replies, "Yes." Ricky believes that he hears the voice coming from right behind him. So he
Putang ina
looks
to.
for a building
Sampay na
erectus
to.
nearby and sees the horrifying, deathly pale face of a woman.
Ay puta, oo nga.
The couple has had enough and they just run out of there as fast as they can. Now, keep in mind that all of this was broadcast live on YouTube. So whether it's
Live.
real or not, it would have been much harder to fake.
Walang edit yan kasi
But
live eh.
whether it is real or fake, the footage is definitely very creepy. But if you want to take a look at the video for yourself, you can watch this entire exploration over on the YouTube channel, Ricky Velasquez. The Abandoned Arcade. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to find a source for this next video, but from what I have gathered, the footage was captured by security cameras at an abandoned pachinko arcade in Nagano, Japan. It is said that the ghost of a young girl is often seen inside this abandoned arcade. The CCTV footage seems to show a policeman investigating after an alarm in the abandoned arcade was set off by something. What happens next is downright chilling.
Oo nga. Sumusunod kanina sa kanya. Wala.
What looks like the figure of a young girl can be seen following the policeman, but he doesn't see or hear anything. When the policeman turns to leave, the girl can be seen suddenly crouching nearby. Now, because there's no source, we'll probably just never know what happened. So, the footage remains unexplained. Get me out of here. A group of friends are having a great time in Torreon Meadow when they decide to go on a very popular tourist attraction, the Cristo de la Noa's cable car ride. The cable car provides beautiful scenery of the city as it transports tourists up the mountain and through the streets of Torreon. With such a spectacular bird's eye view of the city, the group of friends can't help but take a video to capture the moment. But what happens on this particular ride is very disturbing.
Oh. Batang babae.
What sounds like the voice of a little girl can be heard screaming in terror, and the group has no idea where the voice is coming from. Now, after the video was shared on Facebook, many shocked viewers believe they hear the girl say, quote, "Get me out of here. I feel alone." But unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish. So if you do, please let me know what you think the girl is saying down in the comments. Did the group accidentally capture a paranormal event on camera? You decide. Bearer of bad news. Popular urban explorers Matt and Andy from the YouTube channel Finders Beepers History Seekers
Urban Explorers.
arrived with another exploration at an abandoned farmhouse in Yorkshire, England. This time they bring along their third team member, a cute little dog named Bear. They gear Bear up with a
Puta
GoPro
yan.
camera and a
May
flashlight
GoPro yung
to
aso.
roam around the dark abandoned
Para yung aso yung lilibot.
But unlike any of their previous explorations, Bear immediately begins to act very strange. The little dog sniffs around, running from room to room as if he's trying to find something.
Like, oh no, I think I know what you put him inside. What is he doing? Oh, but you wrong. It's not a proper map.
Ang cute ng aso.
Go find it. Go find it. Find it. Where is he? There's something weird about this place. I feel like we've just had the worst start to a video ever. Because Bear's just all over the place, and I don't know what you're doing, snorting up. Got dust at his mouth. Alright, no, it's cupboards, to be fair. What we got in here? We've got not very much in the bottom. Is there anything in the... Wow!
Ano yun?
You like a whistle. Where's Bear? Bear? My concern is that...
Oo, wala yung aso.
Bear? 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 Oh, he's coming now. That worried me. I thought he'd hurt himself or something. Or...
Ayun na.
Yeah. You little fool. There's something going on with you today. Unless he's caught something.
As the guys continue to explore the downstairs of the farmhouse, Little Bear sneaks away again to take another look upstairs. Matt and Andy are sorting through a pile of old books when something happens that is very unsettling.
Anyway, I'm gonna have a quick look on this bed, see if we can find anything else.
Silang dalawa magkasama. Yung aso lang pinalilibot nila.
What's wrong with you? Just started barking randomly. Fell rabbit.
Cute ng aso.
What is it? What you found?
Makakawag yung buntod.
The little dog Bear barks and then comes charging back down the stairs. Wondering what caused the dog's strange reaction, the Finders Beepers team decides to head upstairs to check the second floor of the farmhouse. They look into one of the upstairs bedrooms, and that's when things take a terrifying turn.
What year is that? What even is it? Like, is it out of a bathroom or something? Or a bathroom cabinet? That's like a lock on it there for a bathroom cabinet. That makes no sense. Oh, Bear, you're just causing so much bother.
Aso alam eh.
Just run down the stairs.
Oh, nakaano yung aso eh. Ibig sabihin, na-alert yung aso.
Hello?
May footstep.
Matt and Andy suddenly hear someone running down the stairs. They quickly go over and take a look down the staircase, but there's no one there. Now the guys head back downstairs, and after a careful search, they don't find anyone in the house. So they decide to check the footage on Bear's GoPro camera.
Ayan na, puta.
And what they find is truly chilling.
Bear, what are you doing? It's covered in cobwebs. Absolutely covered. Do you know the way of doing this? We can watch his footage back. I'll have to do it on his camera. Yeah. Come on. Right, we need to show you something on this camera, because this camera's in my hand, of what he's just seen. And I haven't looked at all the footage yet, I've just seen one thing and it has chilled me. It's proper chilled me. Look at this.
Tapang ng aso. Ay putang, may kamay doon. Ay tumakbo siya. Oo. Oo. Takbo siya. Oo. Oh, tinitignan niya eh.
What's wrong with you?
O dyan siya na-confused. Ah.
Found a rabbit. We found some rabbits.
In the footage, the poor little doggo jumps back in fear as he finds someone hiding underneath the bed. He barks and quickly runs back downstairs to Matt and Andy. The guys go back up to check the bedroom.
In my pants now. Absolutely in my pants. But yeah, we'd come up here, and whoever it was, from what I can see, I can't even go downstairs ever again. I'm living up here now. Yeah, it's here, look. They've been under there.
Wala na.
Whoever it was under that bed. Yeah, but this is a horrible one. I can deal with spooky, ghosty things, but real people. People are just.
Baka homeless.
If they're laying under a bed in an abandoned house, there's something not right in the first place. What the thing is, right? If Bear hadn't alerted us to it, what would happen when we came upstairs?
God knows.
That's the thing that worries me.
Somebody under the bed has just jumped out. Grab me.
Yeah, grab your leg from under bed. It's like every child's nightmare, isn't it?
Trust me, I wouldn't have been here.
I would have been booting him in the head.
It would have been an Andrew-shaped hole in the door. Trying to get honest to God. I wouldn't come out. Forget it.
Now we'll never know just who this creepy guy was who was hiding under the bed. Was he an innocent squatter? Or did he have bad intentions?
Para siyang homeless.
Again, this is exactly the reason that I always say
kasi ano yung aso, na-confuse yung aso eh.
Paranormal. You can watch this entire video over on the YouTube channel, Binders, Beepers, History Seekers. The end of the Zark haunting. Now you might remember a little while back we featured an Indian family who claimed that their apartment was haunted by a poltergeist.
Could you please stop?
Well, as an update to this story, the father Zark says that he has decided to end the channel because now his family has finally moved to a new home. But Zark posted one final video from their old apartment that might be their creepiest video yet.
Good.
Zark hears a child crying in their living room and thinks that it's his son.
May umiyak kaya akala.
But just as he enters the room, he sees a semi-transparent child run toward the hall. In the dark, Zark can't tell that something just doesn't quite look right, and he runs after the child, thinking that it's his own son. But just then, his wife yells to him from the other room to say that their son is still safe in bed, snug under the covers and not crying.
Dito ako hindi naniniwala kasi diba, naka black and white siya. Naka night vision lang yung CCTV niya. Paano niyan makikita yung silhouette? Para silhouette na yun na tumakbo at hahabulin pa niya sana doon, di ba? Ikaw ba naman pagbukas mo sa isang dito sa sala na to, makita mong madilim, may makikita ka ba?
Crying at all. So Zark has no idea who or what this is. Cut back to current day and Zark says that the channel is now over. But was the Zark Scary Haunting channel for real? Or was it all just an elaborate hoax?
Diba?
You decide.
Hoax.
The abandoned graveyard. Paranormal investigator Ian from the YouTube channel Midwest Ghost Hunter is back on another investigation. This time at the allegedly haunted Vicksburg Cemetery in Renville County, Minnesota. The old graveyard is abandoned, overgrown, and hidden away deep in the Minnesota woods. In the 1870s, the cemetery was part of the thriving town of Vicksburg, but the village is now nothing more than a ghost town, perhaps quite literally. You see, visitors to the cemetery have reported seeing and hearing supernatural activity, and locals warn tourists to stay away from the graveyard at night. Midwest Ghost Hunter, aka Ian, soon finds out why.
Alright. Entering the cemetery. Alright, I'm coming over to visit. I hope you don't mind. Oh my gosh. This whole grave is in shambles. I'm sorry that your tombstone has been destroyed. What happened? Is it vandalized? Whoa. Okay, I just heard you.
Ian finds a headstone that seems to have been smashed to pieces, and when he asks whether the headstone has been vandalized, a quiet little voice seems to whisper, "Yeah." The investigator is shocked by what he just heard. He believes that the spirit he is talking to might be associated with the smashed headstone. So he tries again.
If you're still here, could you tell me your name? Because unfortunately there's really no way for me to tell. I really don't want to dig around your grave shambles, because I don't want to damage it any further. You don't have to be shy, ma'am. As I said, I'm just here to visit. I'm here with nothing but respect. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes right now. But that's okay. It's worth it. If I could just hear your voice one more time. Whoa.
Di siya natatakot.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. I heard that. I heard you once again. Whoa, you just drained my battery too. Dang, dude.
Ian asks to hear the spirit's voice one more time, and this time a soft voice seems to answer, "It's lonely here." Ian decides to explore more of the cemetery, and when he reaches another gravestone, something happens that he just can't explain.
Oh, whoa, whoa! What the hell was that?
Suddenly, the fence begins rattling by itself without reason.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Oh, whoa, whoa! That sounded like the fence. Did you just rattle this fence? What's your name? Here, I could try to read your grave. What does that say? Nanny? Is your name Nanny? Whoa. Okay. I take that as a yes. Thank you. Is there anybody else that's buried here? Whoa, I just heard your voice. Could you say it once more? Dude, oh my god, I just heard you again!
I just received an intelligent response from what sounds like a ghostly little girl, and now realize that there actually may be two spirits haunting this gravesite. Nanny Bickle, who passed away at the age of 5, and Ida Bickle, who passed away at age 7.
After the fence surrounding two gravestones rattles on its own and the voice of a little girl seems to respond, Ian decides to take some pictures. What happens next is absolutely unnerving.
Pose for the photo. Could you smile?
Kulit niya itong ano natin eh.
Alright, I'm gonna count to 3, okay? And I want you to pose for this photo. 1, 2, 3.
If you look at this photo closely, there appears to be two misty little girls staring into the camera from the gravesite. They both appear to be in their adolescence, have long hair, and dark beady eyes. In the photo taken afterwards, they are completely gone.
Two misty apparitions that look like little girls appear in one of Ian's pictures, sitting right next to what he believes is their own gravestone. So is old abandoned Vicksburg Cemetery truly haunted? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Midwest Ghost Hunter. Unwanted guest. In this next creepy video, two police officers are alerted by an Airbnb homeowner who suspects someone has broken into her house.
How's it going? What seems to be the problem?
I left for a while to go shopping, and when I came home, the door was open. I think somebody broke in.
The homeowner says the house should be empty, but is worried that an intruder might be inside. The two officers make their way into the house as their body cameras record the entire incident.
Police, if anyone's here, make yourself known.
One of the officers is checking out the downstairs bedroom, and this is when things start to get weird.
Kuha sa bodycam ng police.
Anyone inside?
Kasi kasabi niya na
A loud bang can be heard, and at the same time, strange interference comes through the radio. The officer now heads upstairs, and his body cam starts to experience strange video glitches. What happens next is downright chilling.
Putak tingan.
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
Bubukas yung pinto. Talaga hinahanap nila eh.
Downstairs clear.
Clear. Oh.
Downstairs clear? Yeah, we're good.
Now, understandably, this police officer is done with this house. Two doors open on their own without
Bumukas yung pinto eh.
When the officer is about to go downstairs, the loud sound of charging footsteps or stomping can be heard right behind him. He swings around, but again, no one there. This footage was later released as the officer claimed to have experienced paranormal activity while inside the house. So just what do you think is going on here? Is this Airbnb haunted? Let me know down in the comments. The Shadowy Shepherd. This next creepy video was captured by Twitter user Eldar Glorfindel. Eldar says that he and his friends were about to head home after spending a day at the beach in the city of Niterói, Brazil. They spot a lone goat trotting down the street. So Eldar decides to take a quick video of the goat to share with his friends on social media, kind of as a joke. But his friends are shocked when they spot something that Eldar did not see.
Qual é, mano? Do nada.
Oi, kambing.
Bode, mano. Bode, do nada.
Some eerie figure can be seen watching Eldar and his friends from the shadows. Eldar's baffled and swears that he and his friends didn't see anyone standing there at the time. But whoever or whatever it is, the goat does seem to take notice. So what do you think is going on here? Let me know down in the comments.
Qual é, mano? Do nada. Bode, mano. Bode, do nada.
Run. Japanese paranormal investigator Takuuchi from the
Puta,
YouTube channel
Japanese na
Takuuchi
naman.
Camera travels to the old abandoned Shiriwa village in Japan. The village is now a ghost town. It has been completely abandoned for over 28 years. Centuries-old graves of former residents can be found hidden away between the decaying homes. Locals like to say that these days, the only residents of Shiriwa village are the dead. In the dark of night, Takuuchi begins to hear unnerving sounds coming from all around him as he explores. he starts to get a little freaked out.
Kakasaba ng loob
Decides
nito.
to take out his thermal camera to get a better look
May thermal
at what could be
vision pa.
hiding in the dark. What he sees shocks him to his core.
めっちゃ周りからバチバチ音聞こえるから気づかれてないやつやけどよしほらほらほらほらほらほらなんか来てるなんか来てるちょっと待ってちょっと待って
Meron siya na didetect.
ちょっと待ってほらなんかおるなんかおるマジほらマジマジマジマジマジマジマジほらなんかおるなんかおるなんかおるなんかおるなんかおるってほらちょっと待って近づいてみようか疲れた俺から完全におるなんかマジマジ完全におるよしよしよし
Ano yung fatal frame? Gamit ka ng camera.
はいチーズよしちょっと待っていいよ取れたか取れた
Kontangan lang eh.
あれちょっと待って何も映ってない嘘や明らかにおるなんか
Pero nandun,
マ
no?
ジでおるマジでおるマジでおるマジでおるマジでおる
Katayo.
何してんの何してんのどういうこと何してんのマジでおるなんか
Puta, papalapit na eh. Ay, puta, gano'n! Dahil na siya.
The thermal camera captures a heat pattern that resembles a human shape. But when Takeuchi looks around with his own naked eye, he can't see anyone. Suddenly the figure
Biglang tumakbo papunta sa kanya.
In a panic, the investigator runs for his life. And with this, Takeuchi has had enough and just leaves. So could this be the angry spirit of a villager who passed away in the old abandoned Shiriwa village? Let me know what you think. Dashing out of the woods. News Top 5 viewer Martin and his wife are out delivering food for DoorDash, driving through a wooded area near Chesapeake, Virginia. Suddenly, they spot something truly disturbing.
What was that?
Yun.
Is it not I don't know what the f*** it was. I'm getting out of here. I thought it was It's not a deer.
Me too. No, I thought it was like a reflection of...
It was not a reflection. It was my water reflect off of it. I don't know what the f*** it was.
It was not a deer?
No, it wasn't a f***ing deer. I don't know what a deer looks like. I don't know what the f*** that was. I'm getting...
Did you see it? A strange figure can be seen running out of the woods at a super fast speed, and then it disappears into the darkness on the other side of the road. Now, you certainly can't blame him, but Martin doesn't want any part of this. He jams his foot down on the gas and just gets out of there, while his girlfriend kind of giggles at him a little bit. But now Martin got the best view of this figure, and he says that something on two legs just jumped from the trees and ran right across the road. Martin says that whatever it was looked humanoid, but he has no clue what it could have been. So what do you think Martin and his wife captured on their dash cam? Let me know down in the comments. Maybe the happiest place on earth, an ominous mock grand hotel towers above the awestruck happy crowd below. The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror in Disney's California Adventure Park is a free-fall ride that's dedicated to the popular TV show, The Twilight Zone. Now, over the years, the Tower of Terror attraction became known for one particularly creepy real-life ghost story. It is said that a Disney cast member suddenly suffered a massive heart attack and passed away while welcoming guests onto the ride. Many visitors and employees claim to have seen his ghost and have reported random noises and flickering of the lights, even when the ride is not in operation. Sam Worth was visiting the park and recorded videos to capture the fun trip with his family. To his surprise, he also captured something he did not expect at the Tower of Terror.
Oh. Oo nga, oh. Oh, nawala.
A strange translucent apparition can be seen on one of the levels at the Tower of Terror. Now, many of Sam's viewers believe the figure to simply be another hologram on the ride. But I looked through hours of footage of this ride on YouTube and I have not found any evidence of there being a hologram at this particular spot on the ride. In fact, this is the area on the ride where a picture is taken of the guests. So the creepy apparition remains a mystery. But Sam isn't the only one who captured bizarre footage on the Tower of Terror. In this next video, a maintenance man is doing a routine safety and quality check on the Disney ride. He's completely alone. Or is he? The uncut footage is over 2 minutes long, but to save time, I just cut the video down to the spookiest parts.
Oh, meron doon nakaupo. Parang bata.
Did you see it? A bizarre figure appears on a seat behind the maintenance
Oh,
man.
hindi ko napansin.
It's only visible for less than a second. 3/20ths of a second to be exact. The figure then moves 2 seats away right next to the oblivious worker, and it appears 2 more times. Again, I checked to make sure that there are no hologram effects in place in the seating area, and there are none. Also, the hologram effects that appear on the ride show multiple characters, and none of them are seated as these figures appear to be. So it seems very unlikely that this would be a reflection. So just what is this? Could it be that the spirit of the man who suddenly lost his life on the Disney ride is still around? Or is it just some very, very strange light reflection? You decide. Mirror, mirror. Paranormal investigator Amy from the YouTube channel Shadowhunters UK TV is joined by fellow ghost hunters Moxley's Paranormal and Ghosts on Trent as they stay at the infamously haunted 30 East Drive in Pontefract, England. They say that long ago on this very same location, a monk was hanged for taking the life of a young girl. The house is said to be haunted by his angry spirit, which they call the Black Monk. Throughout the house, there are CCTV cameras installed, and one of them captures a very bizarre and chilling event, as Amy simply looks at herself in the upstairs bedroom mirror.
She makes like a creepy smile.
Amy's face appears to distort into a horrifying gaping maw. Her mouth opens up to such an impossible extent that the investigators believe that they might have captured a paranormal transfiguration. The video is definitely very creepy and doesn't appear to be a digital glitch. But just what do you think happened here? Let me know down in the comments. You can watch the full 2-part investigation at the haunted 30 East Drive over on the YouTube channel Shadowhunters UK TV. The railway to nowhere. YouTube gamer and urban explorer Mr. Omega often goes on overnight challenges to explore abandoned and spooky places in his country of New Zealand. This time he plans to stay overnight in the deserted Spooner's Tunnel, an old train pass that was dug out of the mountain by hand back in 1891. Unfortunately, the railway line suffered financial difficulties and the tunnel was never connected to the railway system. The tunnel was eventually closed and dismantled back in 1955. The passageway was dubbed, quote, the railway to nowhere. YouTuber Mr. Omega decides that the creepy old abandoned tunnel is the perfect spot to film an overnight challenge.
Okay, here we are here. The only person I have with me is Max. You know, man's best friend and everything. Oh man, look at that. There's a vehicle over there that's burnt out too. Oh man, look at it. I hope it's not a popular spot for people to come up and do gosh knows what. Okay, I'll flow over here. Okay, before we even go into the tunnel, as you can see, it's totally pitch black. It's too dark to go in there without any form or source of light. So that's the next thing we need to get out of the pack. Oh, there's my baby. This is my massive dolphin torch. It's a really good torch, as you can see. It pretty much shines right down to the end of the tunnel there, so this thing will do the trick, I'm sure.
So Mr. Omega and his loyal doggy Max head into the tunnel to find a spot to set up camp for the night.
I managed to secure myself a place to stay for the night, and as you can see out here, it is totally dark now. The sun's gone right down, there's no more light left. If I turn my light off now, this is the freaky thing. When I turn this light off, it is totally pitch black and silent. You ready? Here we go. Wow, that's spoopy, if you ask me. I feel good having the dog here. Where are you, Max? Max, there you are, there he is. I feel better having my dog with me. I mean, obviously, if I didn't have Max, it'd be a little bit creepy. Obviously, I feel like safer with my dog being here. He will always bark if anyone comes uninvited to visit us in the night. So I'll always wake up. I'm a light sleeper as well, so I'm always going to wake up to hearing Max's bark. Don't know, Max, I'm always going to hear what you're going to say.
Around 4 a.m., things start to get really weird. Omega discovers that he has no cell reception inside the tunnel, and so along with dog Max, he heads back to the opening to check his phone. After that, he starts to trek back inside the tunnel. And then, this happens.
We're going to complete our overnight challenge. Yes, we do. Alright, Max, let's go back in. Here it is. Woo! Max!
Diretso yung aso? Kasi yung aso.
Oh my gosh, damn trouble. I hear some sort of tune now. Max, come here! Come here. Max. Who's that? Who's that, Max? What the actual? Can you guys hear that? Max, where is it? I don't know if you guys can hear this on the camera, but there's something. What is that? What the?
Saan si Max ayun? Paano nagkaroon ng laruan dyan?
Hello? What is that? Max, what is that? Hello? Is there somebody here? That's just creepy as... What the hell? Is anyone here? What is that? Oh!
Putang ina, ano yun?
A creepy little toy is just lying in the middle of the path, playing a warbly rendition of
Tsaka
Happy
biglang
Birthday.
sumulpot.
Omega turns around and is shocked out of his skin as he sees a man lurching toward him out of a crevice in the tunnel wall.
Parang ano lang,
Just
parang
makes
drawing
him run
lang
for
eh.
it. Now, Mr. Omega says that he is absolutely stunned by what happened. He has no idea why anyone would be hiding in the cold abandoned train tunnel at 4 a.m. Especially because the tunnel is in the middle of nowhere, miles away from any house. Another truly baffling part of this incident is that the dog Max did not react at all to the creepy stranger, almost like the man was not even there. And perhaps most disturbing of all, why did whoever this was set out a creepy little toy in the path? Either way, paranormal or not, this encounter is absolutely terrifying. You can watch the entire exploration over on the YouTube channel, Mr. Omega, the Weeper. A little over a year ago, a Japanese man who goes by the name Yama Q was looking for a rental home. He found a nice 40-year-old renovated house in Japan with an incredibly low rental price. Yama was blown away and he happily signed the rental contract right away. But as you might suspect, Yama soon discovered just why the house's rental price was so low. You see, the home carries a bit of a dark history. The house's previous owner tragically passed away inside the home's bathroom from an undisclosed illness. Only 4 months after Yama moves in, strange things begin to happen in the dead of night. Yama Q starts a YouTube channel and begins to record the increasingly spooky activity around his home.
No.
Puta. Wala naman. Wala yung pagkatok. Saan siya nag-set up ng camera kanina?
A mysterious knocking sound can be heard coming from the bathroom. No matter how hard he tries, Yama Q is never able to find the source. He has no idea what could be causing this terrifying phenomenon. One night, Yama is a bit disturbed when a neighborhood dog shows up at his home. The dog is usually quiet and friendly, but this time it seems distressed by something. The dog aggressively growls and barks at something Yama can't see. The next day, he finds the dog back at its neighborhood home, safe and sound and friendly as always. But that certainly isn't the end of Yama Q's paranormal problems. Only 9 months after moving in, he experiences something truly terrifying.
Wala.
A blood-curdling wail can be heard coming from right outside Yama's living room window. But when he goes outside to investigate, the creepy moaning suddenly just stops. As Yama Q's YouTube audience grows, his many shocked viewers request that he get better equipment to capture the supernatural phenomena. Yama orders a thermal imaging camera and waits for his next opportunity to record and capture what's going on in his home. And this is where things take a turn towards the truly bizarre. Because 1 month later, this happens.
Gago. Ano yung gagawin niya dun? Ay, insenso ata yun eh. Ano ginawa niya? Sabi yung mainit na tubig.
With 2 cameras ready, Yama goes on the attack as he throws boiling hot water at the spot where the weeping voice seems to be coming from. Whatever's making the noise seems to cry out as the scalding water is thrown, and then all goes quiet. But nothing shows up on the thermal imaging camera. To this day, Yama Q still experiences horrifying events at his haunted home in Japan. But is it real? Could the wailing voice and aggressive knocking be the spirit of the previous owner who passed away in the bathroom? Let me know what you think. A window to the soul. So this is a story that starts weird and just gets weirder. But first, a little bit of history. Way back in 1679, Irish Catholic priest Oliver Plunkett was arrested for supporting the Catholic faith, which at the time was considered a serious criminal offense by the English monarchy. He was held in Newgate Prison in London before being executed. And so here's where things get really weird. Over 240 years later, in 1921, Oliver Plunkett's head, yes, just his head, was brought to St. Peter's Church in Drogheda, Ireland, where it was put on display in a garish, ornately decorated glass box. The St. Peter's Church also placed on display the prison door of Oliver Plunkett's jail cell from Newgate Prison, where Plunkett was held for 8 months before his execution. YouTube user Vicky Bramshaw was on vacation when she visited St. Peter's Church in Drogheda, Ireland. She is recording the exhibit of Oliver Plunkett's jail cell door when she catches something absolutely unnerving.
This is the door of the cell in Newgate Prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was in prison for 8 months.
He's a very most interesting figure.
Because
he was first ecumenical Christian.
Parang may mukha dun.
There's a small opening in the ancient jail cell door, and some pale, ghostly face just seems to peek out of it at them. Vicky says she has no idea what this face could be. She says she has no knowledge of visual effects to fake something like this, and she didn't even notice the face until she reviewed her footage later. So is this the ghost of Oliver Plunkett still peering from his old jail cell door? Or is it just a very, very odd trick of the light? You decide. The Last Stop. This next viral video was shared by multiple social media accounts on the internet, but none of them mentioned the original source. The video shows a man inspecting an old abandoned bus somewhere in the rural countryside of Japan. Of course, as you might expect, things take a terrifying turn.
Puta. Wala na. Sa isang iglap lang, biglang pag ano niya ng camera, biglang nawala na.
As the man approaches the entrance to the bus, a girl can be seen watching him from the window. He quickly looks inside, but there's no one there. Now, because there's no source, it's impossible to say whether this footage is real or fake. But as always, I leave that up to you to decide. Mistaken identity. The next few videos were uploaded to TikTok by a widower from Tennessee who prefers to keep his identity anonymous. He says that he's experienced some odd things in his house over the last 11 years, but recently the activity has become much more extreme. He sets up security cameras to capture the bizarre incidents, and he says that he believes that the spirit might be the ghost of his beloved deceased wife coming back to visit him. So early one morning before heading out to work, the man walks into the kitchen to discover this.
Well, as you can see this morning, guys, this is just a quick update because I gotta get to work. But when I got up this morning to get my coffee, I walked into the kitchen and saw this. So I guess you guys are right that activity seems to be picking up because I've been, doing renovations. I replaced all this stuff, this dishwasher, the stove, the oven hood there. But this morning when I came into the kitchen, I noticed the cabinet was open. And then I noticed this chair, so I checked the Ring video, and it definitely freaked me out. So
Umikot.
When he reviews his Ring cam footage, it shows a chair sliding all around the kitchen on its own. And then a pale white figure seems to appear from nowhere and violently tosses the chair to the floor. But
Hindi na siya sana babalik pa.
even more terrifying turn because one day the man starts to hear something walking up and down his hallway. He goes to investigate, and what happens next chills him to his core.
Hey everyone, remember how I said I didn't know how I'd react if this thing started touching? It started walking towards me.
Naiyak siya.
And I feel my hands on my back.
Oh, yung asawa nga niya.
And I heard someone whisper. It was faint. But when I heard it walking away from me, I finally felt like I could move, and I ran. The whispering. It was a voice. It was a lot of people. These people seemed stuck. They were all saying, "Help me." Hey guys,
My hall walker is back. I'm gonna go into the hallway and see if I can hear. That sounds like it's down at the end of the hallway. Right back there. Behind me. That was somebody right behind me. And it felt like their face was right there. Like they were really tall. That's not what.
Oh, di asawa niya.
Uncontrollably as he explains that he felt a hand on his back and heard multiple voices that seemed to be begging him for help. The man no longer believes that the presence haunting his home is the spirit of his deceased wife. He now believes that it might be multiple spirits, or perhaps even something more sinister. But what do you think is going on here? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Something still lives here. A paranormal investigation team from the YouTube channel RC Fun TV travels to an abandoned house in Battambang, Cambodia. Locals claim that in 1994 the land used to be a graveyard for hundreds of deceased men, women, and children. Eventually the land was sold and the owner had the cemetery excavated and the bodies burned to make room for his new family home. Shortly after the completion of the house, allegedly several members of the family were repeatedly pulled out of their beds by an invisible force. Soon after, the family began to suffer from horrible, unexplained diseases. Fearing that they were cursed by the angry spirits of the former graveyard, they left the home and never returned. The small wooden house has now been abandoned for over 10 years. The Cambodian paranormal team prepares a ceremonial offering for the restless spirits that might be haunting the home. During the preparation, they are interrupted by something they can't explain.
Okay, right now, đi vào bên trong xuống đấy, nó trong cái một camera bên đó mà camera nó đã có những là ba đây thì chứ như là ta có một cao và như là cam một cao ở đó là con được thuộc tấn con chạm một cái cứ một sóng thọt và một sóng thọt ở trong căn nhà mùa hè ở mấy bạn chỉ mình chạm cả mình lâu tí đi còn lâu mình sóng và còn lâu mình vàng cứ còn nghe là mây lâu tí đi nhìn thấy nó cứ sóng khởi và cứ sóng khởi nhá
gulat sila.
The unexpected loud bang sends the host of the RC Fun TV team into a fit of nervous laughter, but they continue their exploration. The team is a little reluctant to climb the rotting wood stairs of the house and instead head around to the back of the building and climb onto the roof. What happens next is downright chilling.
Baka malaglag dyan. Puta, tumalon na.
one of the team members comes face to face with a ghoulish, pale apparition peeking out of the window. Out of shock, both team members forget their own safety and just jump right off the side of the roof. Luckily, except for some scratches, bruises, and perhaps some deep psychological scars, the two men are otherwise okay. Now, cut to 2 months later, and the team returns, determined to explore inside the creepy house. During another ceremonial offering, they have no idea what their camera is capturing. Did you see it? The team is completely unaware that something seemed to walk by the window upstairs. After careful deliberation, the two men decide to climb the rotten stairs up to the house. Once inside, they see something absolutely horrifying. In an incredibly bizarre turn, a disembodied head can be seen sitting on top of a wooden support beam. The team's host records as he runs away in fright. When the guys go back upstairs, there are no signs of the head, nor are there any signs of anyone or anything having ever been there. So did the investigators capture the paranormal activity that drove away the home's owners? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch this full 2-part investigation over on the YouTube channel, RC Fun TV. Cradle Creeper. Proud parents Kaylee and Stuart have a TikTok account dedicated to their newborn daughter, Rin May. The account usually chronicles happy experiences from the young family's life. So when this next video was posted, their viewers were shocked.
Oo nga, no?
Night vision cameras first capture a bizarre, unexplained shadow in the upper left corner of the room. Then, what seems like a creepy little hand can be seen clawing at little Rin May's crib mattress. The newborn sleeps right through it, but Dad Stuart hears a noise and wakes up. And just as Stuart looks over at the crib, the hand quickly disappears out of sight. Parents Kaylee and Stuart are very disturbed by the incident and say that they have no idea what they captured on camera. The final night. Alexander Labuzov from Russia says that he's been living in the same apartment for over 3 years, when suddenly and inexplicably, strange paranormal things began to happen around his home. Loud, unexplained noises would wake him up in the middle of the night. Things around the house would move on their own, and scariest of all, one night when he was in bed, sound asleep, someone or something suddenly grabbed onto his wrist, squeezing hard. He jerked his arm away and lurched out of bed, searching his room. But there was no one there. He says that the paranormal activity in his apartment just increased over time, until eventually he decided to just move out. So Alex is set to move out of his apartment the next day, but he decides to try to record the strange supernatural activity one last time. This video was meant to be Alex's last night in his apartment. First, he sits in front of his camera and explains what's been going on in his apartment. As he's talking, he hears something strange.
Я сразу же вскочил, включил свет. Это может не напугать. Изредка я услышал, ну, похож.
Something moves somewhere in the apartment, and Alex believes it might have been the kitchen cabinet door. He decides to set up his camera in his bedroom and leaves for 2 hours to meet up with a friend.
Алло? Да, сейчас приеду, ага. Давай.
Alex turns off the light and leaves, but what happens while he's gone is truly bizarre. Alex returns home and just goes to bed. The next day, he discovers that his landlord is unavailable to pick up his apartment keys. And after reviewing his footage, Alex is unsatisfied with the potato-quality video he has recorded in his dark apartment. So, he decides to stay one more night, this time leaving the camera recording, but with the lights on. Just like the night before, he again leaves to meet up with a friend. The camera captures something downright creepy.
Ano yun? Binato yun.
Alex is shocked when he comes home as he discovers that his camera has somehow flipped upside down all on its own. He grabs the camera and begins to film his thoughts on the strange situation. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
Я смотрю, у нас сегодня рыбный день.
Охереть вообще.
Что там осталось? Слушай, ну вообще жесть. Ну что я могу сказать? Это был последний день, поэтому мы уже... Блин. Да, до усрачки. Ее. Это можно вообще. О, блядь. Так.
A pair of legs can be seen standing right behind Alex in the doorway. The legs appear to have no torso and disappear before Alex can even turn around. So, did Alex capture proof of the paranormal in his apartment? Or is it illusion? I leave it up to you to decide. The ghost of the mosh pit. Now, most of the time we think of creepy paranormal video as occurring in the dark, and maybe in creepy old abandoned places. But here's a video that's from a live daytime heavy metal music festival in San Bernardino, California in 2011. And just watch very closely, because it's about to get weird. So a very big guy goes charging into the mosh pit when suddenly he seems to get clotheslined by someone or something that is completely invisible, and he goes flying backwards. Now, that would be weird enough, but his friend helps him up, and then he seems to get forcefully yanked backwards again by some unseen force. He even seems to get dragged backwards along the ground. So is this just the ghost of an angry metal fan? Is this guy just an incredible mime? Or what happened here? You tell me.
Biglang tinulak no? Ay, tinulak siya.
Cries from beyond. This next video was sent in by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Peter Canova. Peter explains in his email that his friend was remodeling a house in Des Moines, Iowa that had been abandoned for over 10 years. Peter's friend shared a chilling video that was recorded by a tile installer named Javier.
Así se escucha más. Estoy aquí en la casa de remodelación. Acabo de rellenar, hicimos este shower y esto. Y desde hace rato vengo escuchando un llanto como de niño. Pero el pedo es de que aquí en la casa
May batang umiiyak, may babies.
No, ahí están todos los cuartos vacíos. Y me da miedo ir al basement, pero deja checar, porque allá afuera no hay nada.
Puta, sa basement pa.
Hola. La verga. No hay nada. Uy, no mames.
Takbo siya.
No mames.
Tangina, hindi pa mabuksan yung pinto.
Can be heard coming from the basement. Javier checks every room but finds no one. Suddenly, there's an unexplained loud bang from somewhere, and Javier makes a run for it. Javier refuses to ever return to the house again.
Uy, no mames.
hanging around. Japanese paranormal investigator Gachan from the YouTube channel Clip Store sets out to investigate a creepy old abandoned house in Nagasaki, Japan. The house is said to be extremely haunted. Locals claim that there is a sinister curse on the property after a family mysteriously passed away inside the home under absolutely horrible circumstances almost 15 years ago. As the home is fairly small, Gachan decides to go alone and brings only his camera. Once inside, things quickly get very creepy.
Pagdating sa Japan parang galing nila gumawa ng mga ganyan-ganyan. Di mo alam kung totoo o hoax lang eh. Hindi lumabas ka na. Oo, alam na nila yan. Pumapasok pa lang dyan, alam na nila. Kung umakyat.
The paranormal investigator believes he might not be alone inside the house and heads upstairs to investigate.
May bell.
誰かいますよね。いや、ちょっと待って。いや、本当帰るんで、ごめんなさい。
Gachan finds shattered glass and, creepiest of all, a knife. Soon after, he hears the sound of a bell coming from somewhere inside the house. He searches every room, but he finds nothing and no one to explain the creepy sounds.
ちょっとね、さすがにこのままでは帰れないので、さっきね、ちょっと物音が激しかったと思われる部屋いるんですけど、家中探してみたんですけど誰もいないんだよ。動物でもなさそうだしさ、でなんかさっき多分あれ仏壇の鐘の音だよね。ちょっと30分だけ検証して帰ろうと思います。
Eventually, the ghost hunter has had enough of the creepy, unexplained noises and decides to just go home. As he makes his way down the old creepy stairs, he captures something absolutely horrifying.
Putang ina. Bakit niyang ayoko eh. Paalis ka na. Tapos biglang meron pang ano.
A pair of legs can be seen dropping from the ceiling at the top of the stairs right behind the ghost hunter. Gachan leaves the abandoned house having no idea what he has just recorded, until he reviews his footage at home. The horrifying sight of the creepy, unexplained legs shocks him and his viewers. And now, Gachan believes that the house is truly haunted. But either way, true or not, the footage is very disturbing. You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Clip Store. Oh dear. Terrence Leonio from Windsor, Ontario, Canada often goes out into the woods to record himself overtone singing for TikTok and YouTube. One day he decides to stream live, and as he starts to sing, he seems to capture the attention of a passing deer.
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking and I was confused. Alright.
Agua niya.
And there's the deer, but did you see it?
Oh,
Terrence
may sumisilip.
caught the attention of something else lurking in the woods. Several strange, slim figures seem to be hiding in the trees behind the deer. Terrence's TikTok viewers believe the mysterious creatures could be cryptids, Sasquatch, or even skinwalkers. But what do you think Terrence
Para
is singing
skinwalkers.
could have summoned from the deep Canadian woods? Child's play. Facebook user Ashley Hammond believes that throughout her life, she's always had something paranormal attached to her. She says that no matter where she goes, spooky things always happen. When Ashley moves to a new home in Utah, she starts to see her children walking up and down the staircase on random occasions. Now, usually, Ashley's children walking up and down the stairs would be completely normal. But you see, this happens when Ashley's children are asleep, or sometimes when they're not even at home at all. Ashley believes that she might be seeing something supernatural that is mimicking the appearance of her children.
Oh, mimic.
Now Ashley wants to prove that she is not just
Nagagaya.
imagining these strange phenomena. So she buys a security camera and points it at the staircase. Then one night when all of her children are in bed asleep, this happens.
No, you don't become immortal by making deals with angels.
Oh.
You gotta go to the other match. There. That is fine.
The camera captures a dark figure with glowing eyes that seems to walk up the staircase. A figure that has no visible lower body. So, what do you think this could be? Let me know down in the comments. Lady in the water. Debbie Morales and her friends are tubing down the canals of the Isabella River in Puerto Rico when she begins to record with her phone. Debbie can be heard screaming and laughing until her camera catches something in the water that quickly makes her lose her voice. Debbie posted the video to Facebook, saying that she saw a scary apparition in the water. She asked friends to take a
Para
look and see
sumisid.
if they saw
Papunta
the
sa
same
kanya
thing in the video. And they did. Online viewers speculated that the image could be anything from the ghost of a drowning victim to a body in the water. And some even went so far as to suggest that it might be a mermaid. Now the most bizarre part of this video is that whatever this is almost seems to lunge toward Debbie before disappearing back into the water. But what do you think? Is this just a strange trick of the light or a reflection? Or did Debbie catch something supernatural on camera? You decide. Out of left field.
Totoo yun.
For over a decade, Jim Barari worked hard to find the perfect home for her wife Heather and their 6-year-old daughter Ray. She eventually found an amazing colonial home in Pennsylvania that was built in the 1700s. The house sits on a 50-acre plot of farmland that also has a large renovated barn and 2 cottages. But soon after the renovations were finished, strange unexplained events began to occur on the property. The family began to hear terrifying noises and bangs, and even started to see odd shadow-like figures in the middle of the night. They decide to install security cameras in and around their home. And late one night, their outdoor security camera captures something chilling.
Ano yun? Para ika-ika. Wala.
Someone or something can be seen limping along behind Jen's home. Whatever it is, it makes a very eerie and unsettling moan or screech. At first, Jen isn't sure what to believe and hopes it's just one of her friends or neighbors playing a very strange prank. But over the course of the next 3 months, the activity becomes more and more unexplainable as the events intensify inside Jen's home. And now, whatever is going on seems to start to affect her daughter, too.
I know that is not moving right now. Don't even. Oh my God. Yeah, like, I'm sorry that I cursed and... Okay. Okay, can you stop? Oh my... Okay, please stop!
Sabay na sabay. Ang bata to nakakagulat.
Hi, what's going on? Baby, come here. Come here, come here. Come here. What's up, baby? Come here. What's wrong?
Objects move around and fall on their own, and Jen finds her daughter standing on her bed in the middle of the night, just staring vacantly at nothing. Eventually, Jen becomes convinced that she's dealing with real paranormal activity. She records another video to tell about the unexplainable events that she is experiencing. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
The last 2 nights have been f***ing awful. I'm gonna just update you guys really quickly. I'm in the barn house right now. I'm here alone. I'm hearing constantly. Last night I watched like a bald man walk out of the f***ing pond. I'll show you where it is. It was f***ing insane. That's what I keep hearing. And I'm home alone. Hello? Can you stop? Out! Oh my God, that's creepy. This clock here scared the shit out of me. Be here with me, like whatsoever. Hello. Like, I don't know. And my reflection's creeping me out.
Puta, may sumisilip sa likod niya.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You guys saw that, right? I'm not bugging. Like, here's my reflection.
Inulit pa niya.
That's just my hair. Okay. Hold on, I need to watch this. Guys, I wanted to show you the f***ing pond, but please tell me you see that. There's something. It looks like the old man is coming out, I swear to
wow.
God. What the f*** was that? Jesus, and there's a light on in the f***ing god garage. This is so f***ing creepy. Oh my god, Biggs, it's okay. It's okay. Holy
Takot naman yan.
honestly. Okay, let's go.
A shadow figure can be seen standing behind Jen in the reflection on the TV screen. She quickly spins around, but there's no one there. Then, as Jen is looking out the window, another figure can be seen darting past the hallway right behind her. A loud bang frightens both Jen and her cat, and with that, she has had enough. Jen decides to just collect her pets and leave. So what do you think is going on at Jen's farm in Pennsylvania? Jen explains that she is currently seeking help from paranormal professionals as she can't move out and wants her family to be safe.
Ferrari.
You can watch all of Jen's paranormal experiences over on her TikTok page, J Barari. No entry. As with most Japanese videos, I have no idea what the source is for this next creepy clip. The clip shows two guys approaching an old school building that is under renovation and is allegedly haunted. Even though there's tape at the entrance saying no entry, the two friends step inside anyway. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
Takbuhan sila eh. Makita ba naman na white lady?
The white dress silently approaches the two friends from the darkness. She seems to have no visible arms. The two guys run in fear and scream for help. What happens next, we'll just never know. And whether the footage is real or not, that's up to you to decide. Either way, the clip is chilling. Really haunted. Lee from the YouTube channel Really Haunted lives in a house in England that seems to be a hotspot of paranormal activity. Lee has become somewhat of a regular featured channel on my top 5s as the activity in his home just seems to get more and more violent. Now if you want to see what I'm talking about, I highly recommend that you check out Lee's channel where he shares all the evidence that he's captured over the last 2 years. So, in a shocking new video that Lee has uploaded, the paranormal entity that terrorizes his family is captured once again. Lee and his wife Stacy are fast asleep in bed, and then this happens.
Shadow.
Lee's wife Stacy is fast asleep when a dark shadow-like figure slowly seems to move over to her bedside. Then without warning, Stacy is pulled violently out of bed, injuring her back. Lee says that the event has left them absolutely terrified. Stacy left the house that night to sleep in a caravan outside in their yard, too scared to go back inside the house. The couple says that they have no idea what to do about the violent paranormal activity, and that they have tried everything they can think of to get rid of the dark entity that seems to inhabit their home. Be sure to follow Lee's encounters with the paranormal over on his YouTube channel, Really Haunted, Brother's Keeper. Paranormal investigators Victor, Paolo, and Samuel from the YouTube channel Investigação Sobrenatural are contacted by a distraught woman. She claims she's been violently haunted since her brother passed away from an accidental overdose in the bathroom of her family home in Brazil. She believes that her brother never left, and that his tormented soul is angry and is attacking her and her family. The woman, whose identity is kept anonymous, says that she believes that the stress of the haunting led to her mother's recent passing. Soon after their arrival, the investigators begin to witness the violent poltergeist activity for themselves.
Olha, pelo que eu entendi, né? Seu irmão tá fazendo manifestação aqui, o clima tá muito pesado. Não precisa chorar, fica calmo, fica tranquilo, tá bom? Deixa eu ver.
Tá bem não, tá?
Olha, vai ficar tudo bem. Você falou que o seu irmão morreu aqui nessa casa, né? Tiraram a vida dele dentro de um banheiro. Tem como me mostrar onde foi esse banheiro? Esse aqui, né?
Cadê?
Meu Deus, cara. Calma, calma. Respira fundo. Respira fundo, respira fundo, calma. Ó, ele só quer assustar, entendeu? Só quer te deixar desequilibrado, entendeu? Quer fazer com que a gente fique assustado, entendeu? Nervoso. Respira fundo, fica calmo, entendeu? Pense em Deus, pense em coisas boas, tá bom? Tá bom? Respira fundo.
A gente tá aqui contigo.
Isso, calma. Viu? Ele só quer tentar assustar a gente.
Para nag-ano yung boses yung nag-echo.
Só isso, tá certo? Você tem condições de continuar? Porque é importante. Tem, não tem? Pronto. Me mostra como foi que o seu irmão faleceu. Calma,
Puta.
calma. Calma, calma. Pera. Calma, fica calma.
Respira, entendeu? Olha pra mim,
Puta.
O espelho quebrou sozinho. Meu Deus.
Registro isso, cara. Tô arrepiado, cara.
Vai, filma aí.
Tu viu isso? Olha isso também, pô.
Filma o espelho, o espelho, filma o espelho, o espelho. Filma o espelho, é isso, gente.
Nabubog ka dyan.
Meu Deus.
Baby, caminho.
Esse não, pega uma cadeira aí. Ela tá bem na cadeira.
Respira, respira, respira. Ó, vai ficar tudo bem, tá?
Mas falei que tu pegar uma cadeira.
Pense em coisas boas, coisas positivas, né? Foca em Deus, olha pra mim, olha pra mim, olha pra mim, né? Pense em coisas boas, tá bom? Senta lá. Vai, senta aqui, ó. Tá dando. Vem, vem.
Ah, ano.
Senta.
Guys, kaya ginawang parang nag-echo, parang dalawa yung boses para ma-preserve yung identity ng girl. Parang ano, imbis na i-mute nila, ganun ang ginawa na lang nila, echo.
Arrepiado, cara.
Ó, olha pra mim. Calma, calma, respira, respira.
Kitchen plates fall and cookware begins to shake. Then when the woman points out where the bathroom is, something appears to almost punch at her through the curtain. A mirror in the bathroom breaks into pieces, but when they check the room, there's no one there. The woman becomes so upset from the incident that the investigators decide to have her leave. Now, in an attempt to calm the angry spirit, the men gather around a table where the man's body was temporarily placed before his burial. They light candles on the table and begin to discuss the situation. But then, things just get weirder.
Só pra vocês não julgarem. Eu me desespero, né, amigo, quando eu ficou chorando. Chorando, ela teve que sair, ela saiu às pressas daqui. Melhor, pessoal, ela saiu.
Puta.
Tá aí, gente, ó. Aí pra vocês verem, né, ó. Direto, acontece. Pega ajuda aqui, não. Pega, calma, respira. Segura aqui a fumadora, segura.
The door slams open.
Hi. Good day, everyone. Kung nakikita nyo itong code na ito sa particular na video na ito, ay magkakaroon ka ng 1,000 pesos. Kung ma-chat nyo sa akin sa Facebook account ko ang code, particular video number, code, and exact time. See ya.
And then the team's cameraman drops to the floor from an extreme panic attack. The investigators look after him, and after a necessary break, they continue their investigation. In an attempt to calmly communicate with the aggressive spirit, Investigator Paolo volunteers to lie down on the table in hopes of creating a connection with the spirit.
Aí, tu tem certeza que quer fazer isso? Quero ver, né? Tô curioso, porque eu quero que ele consiga entender qual é o nosso objetivo, né? Porque a gente estamos aqui, entendeu? Porque na mente dele, ele acha que a gente está provocando, né? Ele está expulsando a gente, entendeu? Aí tem uma oportunidade, né? De baixar a vibração e tentar a comunicação, né? Pelo menos uma comunicação mais amigável, né?
As Paolo is explaining his intention, what looks like a ghostly apparition seems to appear behind team member Victor.
Wala naman eh. Ay, oo. Meron nga.
Paolo lies down on the table, and what happens next is downright terrifying.
Se você quiser se materializar em cima do Paulo, pode se apresentar aqui, né? Concentre sua energia. Quiser pegar no braço do Paulo, na perna dele, no pescoço do Paulo, né? Vai, Paulo. Fica à vontade. Se concentra. Tenta pegar no pescoço do Paulo. Meu Deus do céu. Olha, Paulo. Você não vai assustar a gente, entendeu? Deus é poderoso, Deus é maior que você. Você não é maior que Deus. Você não é maior que Deus. Você não é maior que Deus. Deus é muito maior que você. Você não vai assustar a gente. Você não vai assustar a gente.
Tá querendo desafiar. Acho que ele pensa que a gente quer bater de frente com ele.
Tô me tremendo todinho, cara. Olha isso, ó. Filma isso, câmera. Tô me tremendo todinho.
Buksan mo yung mga ano.
Drawers from a cabinet violently slam open and closed on their own. Now the previously fearless ghost investigators seem to get just a little bit rattled by the extreme activity. They are completely unsure how to continue, and not long after this incident, they decide to leave the property. So what do you think is going on in this family home in Brazil? Could this really be the brother's spirit lashing out at his own family from the great beyond? Or could there be something a bit more sinister haunting this house? Let me know down in the comments. Exploration gone wrong. 26-year-old Magnus Rizmir has always had an interest in hiking, and his YouTube channel is dedicated to his explorations of the beautiful countryside of
Ganda naman ng
Norway.
lugar.
Almost all of his videos show him hiking,
Gusto kong mag-hike talaga.
or camping, except for one. There is one very bizarre video that Magnus claims was sent to him by a friend.
Oj, vad gamle driten her. Faen, ass.
Puta, kumatok pa siya. Putang dilim. Cabin in the woods. Puta. Yung mga ganyang ayoko eh. Wisit. Eh, putang ina na yun. Sabi na eh.
Magnus's friend is out hiking
Gago
in the middle
na.
of nowhere and discovers an old abandoned house. He decides to investigate inside, but regrets his decision almost immediately as something or someone scares the living out of him.
Putang ina.
Now, whether this video is paranormal, a prank, or maybe even just a very unlucky encounter with a squatter, we'll never know. But what do you think? Real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Hoax.
You decide.
Putang ina, nakakagulat pa rin.
Now, longtime viewers of my channel might remember that almost 1 year ago, I featured a series of videos by a young Dutch woman named Sabia L. Sabia claimed that her apartment in the Netherlands was haunted by something that lurked in the shadows. Something dark and sinister.
Kijk, zie.
Oo nga, walang sinulid.
Het gaat er ook al vandoor. Oh my god.
Eh, putang ina.
As time went by, the paranormal activity in Sabia's apartment intensified, becoming so terrifying that Sabia began to live in abject fear of whatever evil presence might be haunting her home.
Putang ina. Oh, putang ina, nagsalta pa.
9 months ago, Sabia L suddenly just stopped posting to YouTube entirely, leaving her concerned fans and followers wondering just what happened. But then, just 3 months ago, Sabia made a surprise return to her YouTube channel. She posted only one short video. The post was a positive one, letting her followers know that she had finally saved up enough money to move out of her terrifying haunted apartment. The 30-second video shows Sabia giving one final walkthrough of the empty apartment. Her optimistic video title proclaimed, "Last video, haunted apartment in the Netherlands. No more poltergeist activity for me." As you might guess, Sabia L's nightmarish story did not end there. Sabia says that she experienced months of peace and relaxation in her new home. But then strange and disturbing things began to happen all over again. The odd events quickly became more and more unsettling. One night, the lights in her hallway began to flicker, so she pulls out her phone and begins to record. She encounters something absolutely horrifying.
Putang ina, hindi pa rin tapos. Buisit, walang tapos na.
Het nieuwe huis.
Flicker yung ilaw.
Oh, ik durf niet.
Putang ina, nilapitan pa. Oh.
Oh, ik durf niet.
Gago rin tong babae na to eh. Lapitan mo pa eh. Utang ina. Utang ina.
Tori. Hell, Garmy.
Utang ina. Uy, putang ina, patay na yung ilaw dun. Putang ina. Ang lakas naman ng loob mo. Putang ina, patay na nga yung ilaw. Lalapitan mo pa. Diyos ko. Narinig mo na may umakit. O sabi mo natatakot ka. Gago na.
Did you see it? Sabia turns away from the hallway as a light fixture suddenly moves on its own. When she turns back, the hall light has gone out again, and something dark and menacing seems to be waiting there for her. Whatever it is then seems to charge up the stairs, but understandably, Sabia does not follow. Sabia L believes that the dark malevolent being that haunted her old apartment has now followed her to her new home. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. You can watch this video as well as all of Sabia L's past terrifying encounters over on her channel, Sabia L. The Man Who Wasn't There. Paranormal YouTube channel Fourth Wall received a video from a man that says he captured something very disturbing in a quiet Japanese neighborhood.
Utang ni Japanese na naman.
No one is around when the man spots something strange going on with a swing set in a nearby park. He's a little freaked out and believes he might be experiencing something paranormal. So he places his work phone on top of a tall playset and sets it to record. He then takes his personal phone and films as he approaches the swing set.
Utang ina, gumagalaw mag-isa yung swing. Gumagalaw mag-isa.
A single swing is violently swaying back and forth. But that's not all the anonymous man has captured, because his work phone recorded something absolutely terrifying.
Ano yung may nakatayo dun?
The dark, creepy figure of a man can be seen standing motionless in front of a tree. Now, what makes this footage so disturbing is that, as you can see,
wala
the phone
naman.
didn't capture anyone standing there at all. Could it be that the park is haunted and a dark spirit apparition was caught on camera? What do you think? You can watch this entire creepy video and many more over on the YouTube channel, Fourth Wall. Hiding in the dark. TikTok user Pershka recorded a quick video intending to show her noisy ice machine on TikTok. But when she was about to post it, she noticed something truly chilling.
Ang gulo ng camera niya.
Did you see it? Right before she flips on the light switch, what looks like a little girl can be seen standing right next to the ice machine. But as the light turns on, no one there. Is it just a trick of the light? Or could it be a TikTok hoax? I leave it to you to decide. Red door, yellow door. Natalie J and her friends are playing the scary sleepover game, Red Door, Yellow Door. Now, if you want to try it, you'll just have to look that up on your own. But I will say that one of the rules of the game is that if you see someone while in the supposed, quote, trance state, you're never supposed to talk to them, as it is said that it's not a real person, but an evil presence.
Red door, yellow door, any other color door. 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 Yellow door. What do you see?
It's like a purple door, red door, and a yellow one.
Are you in the room?
Yeah. Oh shoot. I'm on the street.
Oh no. No, you better wake him up. Wake him up.
Open your eyes. That was his big feet. Tito, it's okay, Tito.
Wake him up.
Tito. 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 Tito.
Nangyari. Kalala kasi nila laro-laro lang eh.
Now, I'm not even gonna try to pretend that I know what's going on here. I'll only say that if this is all a hoax, then that was some pretty impressive acting. Because that seemed like a legitimate freak out.
I'm on the street.
Oh no. No, you better wake him up. Wake him up.
You can watch the 2-part video series on Natalie J's TikTok. The Creeper with Claws. TikTok user, your mom's undies. Let's just take a second for the giggles to pass. Alright. Anyway, she claims that she is usually unaffected by anything scary that she watches on the internet or TV. But when her uncle sent her this video captured at his apartment in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, she was shocked. The family claims that they have been tormented by frequent paranormal activity for the entire 4 years that they have lived in this apartment. But they say they've never captured anything like this before. What terrifies the family even more is that the dark figure, which appears to have claws for hands, can be seen coming out of their sleeping baby's bedroom. When they received the notification of captured movement caught by their security camera, they say they immediately fled the apartment to stay at their parents' home. So did the family capture some dark entity on camera? You decide. On the road. TikTok user Sherman O'Neill worked at a local trucking company in Fort Smith, Arkansas. He says that one night one of the truck drivers captured strange footage on a highway outside of Ada, Oklahoma. Many people, including children, have tragically lost their lives on the 2 busy highways running through the small town. Sherman and his workmates can be seen watching the dashcam footage from the truck. They're shocked by what they see.
27 there. Yeah. Let it roll. Come on. Come on, let it roll.
Putang ina, oo nga.
The truck driver barely manages to avoid hitting what seems to be a small child that appears out of thin air.
Lalakad.
But it gets even creepier, because the driver says that he immediately stopped the large truck on the side of the road after this incident. He looked everywhere for the child. He found nothing.
Oo,
He
nawala
called
na.
local police, but again, there were no reports of lost or missing children anywhere in the area. So, is this a ghost caught on camera? Or a completely random, unexplained child on a dark highway in the middle of the night and in the middle of nowhere? Let me know what you think. Just over your shoulder. TikTok user Alicia Nguyen is alone in her bathroom to record a TikTok video when she captures something truly terrifying.
Ayan. Pucha. Nino. Wala na.
While Alicia switches back and forth from her reflection to herself, what looks to be the figure of a child appears behind her. And then, just as quickly, disappears. Alicia has no idea who or what the mysterious figure could have been. So is it a ghost? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The Night Visitor. TikTok user Amanda Angelo is watching YouTube very late at night in her bedroom that she shares with her sister Alexis. Alexis gets up to go to the bathroom, but when she returns, something is just not quite right.
Lexi?
Glitch.
Lexi? Lexi? Hey! Stop staring at me like that! Alexis!
Parang glitch.
Yo, you're starting to freak me the f*** out! Mom! 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 Stop! Why are you crying?
Kaya gumagalaw yung mata.
Hello? Lexi? Mom! She's just standing here staring at me. Relax. Hey. Hey, lay down.
Now, of course, the simple explanation for Alexis' unnerving behavior is likely that she was simply sleepwalking. However, many TikTok viewers believe that she might have actually been possessed by a ghost or demon. Especially since Amanda claims that the event happened at 3 a.m., which is said to be the hour when supernatural beings are the most powerful. Either way, it's worth mentioning that I believe that this video is 100% real. Well, let me clarify that. I believe that Alexis is definitely sleepwalking, not necessarily that she's possessed. But if you watch closely, Alexis doesn't blink a single time in this entire video, even though a bright flashlight is shining right into her face. In fact, Alexis keeps her eyes open for so long that they actually begin to tear up. So, what would you do if one of your family members suddenly walked into your bedroom at 3 a.m. and just started staring at you? Paranormal or not, this video is downright creepy. Hider in the house. Chilean TikTok user Franco Villegas claims that lately odd supernatural activity has been occurring in his home. He says that he's seen unexplained shadows, experienced sleep paralysis, and most bizarre of all, he says that some unseen thing actually bit him on the back. Franco decides to set up a small CCTV camera to record himself as he sleeps.
May aso pa siya. Gagamba.
A blurry white figure seems to appear on camera. Oddly enough, whatever it is doesn't seem to upset or excite Franco's dog. It continues to sleep through the entire incident.
Baka gagamba lang naman yun.
Later, Franco's bedsheet is pulled off by something. But it doesn't end there. 2 days later, on April 30th, Franco Villegas starts to hear knocking on his bedroom door.
Bueno, son las 1 de la mañana casi. Y nada, para ser concreto, como ven, no tengo audio ni música en el video porque Nada, me golpearon la puerta muy fuerte y estoy solo. Despertamos todos los gatos y
Apat pusa dyan. Nasaan aso
todo
niya?
muy fijo en la puerta, así que voy a mover la cámara apuntando hacia allá. Veremos mañana en la mañana o en la madrugada si capto algo.
So Franco changes the angle of the CCTV camera to point towards his door. 5 days go by without incident. But on May 5th, as Franco sleeps, his security camera catches something truly chilling.
Puta bumukas. Putang ina. Nakakatakot yan eh. Kinilabutan
The
ako.
camera records what seems to be the pale face of a girl peeking into Franco's room as he sleeps. In desperation, Franco asks his TikTok viewers for advice on what to do about the strange spirit that seems to haunt his home. One viewer recommends an odd sort of seance, saying that Franco should try talking to the spirit while holding a candle in front of a mirror.
Estoy solo acá en el baño.
Tang ina. Huwag kong
Que traigo una vela y
may demonyo lumabas dyan eh.
Amigo, por favor, te pido que me dejes solo. Te lo pido, por favor.
Putang ina.
Now, I'm certainly not saying that this footage is real, but what makes it more compelling is that Franco clearly shows that the bathtub is empty and that he's alone only seconds before the girl appears. One night, Franco is filming one of his cats playing, and what happens next is truly bizarre.
Putang ina na naman. Ay no. Putang inang buki ano. Wala.
¡Ah, concha! ¡Ey! ¡Ey! Ah, no, güey. ¡Ah, concha tu madre!
So, is Franco Villegas' house truly haunted? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can follow Franco's continuing story over on his TikTok page. Something still remains. German TikTok user Arvin.de travels to the hometown of one of the most well-known exorcism cases of all time, that of Anneliese Michels. In 1975, Anneliese Michels' family claimed that she demonstrated strange behavior and dark supernatural abilities. Even Anneliese herself claimed that she was possessed by a demon. The church was called in, and Anneliese Michels went through a total of 67 exorcisms. She passed away under mysterious circumstances in her home at the age of 23. German TikToker Arvin finds a cabin that is said to have belonged to the Michels family. When he records the inside of the cabin for his TikTok page, he has no idea that he's being watched by something.
Putang ni.
Did you see it? When Arvin pans his camera, a face can be seen quickly moving away from a hole in the cabin ceiling. Arvin says he has no idea what this creepy face could be, and he only noticed it after TikTok viewers pointed it out. So, is it a real face? Is it a trick of the light? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Wall crawler. TikTok user Ashley Rain has only ever posted videos of her family and all of their cute cats. But this next video is completely different from anything she has ever posted before. Ashley claims that late one night their motion-activated security camera caught something truly bizarre.
Pati pusa eh napalingon eh oh. Sabi ng pusa, ano yun?
One of Ashley's cats seems to be staring at a bizarre translucent apparition with glowing eyes that appears to be staring right back at the cat. At first glance, it just looks like the cat's owner playing peekaboo. But then the pale figure suddenly just floats up toward the ceiling before vanishing into thin air. Curious TikTok commenters believe Ashley's cat might have been trying to protect the home from an unwanted dark entity. Ashley says that the family has since moved to a new home and is happy to be out of their old house for good.
Oh, haba ng kamay.
But is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Peekaboo. Anonymous TikTok user Haunted Wesley Manor claims that he works as a building maintenance man for a large apartment complex that was built in the late 1700s. Now, back in those days, the basement of the building contained cheap live-in apartments for hundreds of poor occupants. But now, after years of restorations and remodeling, the basement is left empty and abandoned. TikTok user Haunted Wesley Manor says that many of his co-workers and even current residents of the building have heard and seen some very strange things. In fact, after many residents started reporting that they heard crying, giggling, and even screaming coming from the basement, the anonymous TikTok user and building maintenance man was forced to start checking out the creepy basement for intruders on a regular basis. He records his experiences and shares them on TikTok.
Putang binibidyo pa niya. Araw pa yan, ha?
His curious TikTok followers believe that the spirits of restless children might actually haunt the basement, and they request that the TikTok user leave a toy in the basement. So he does, and that's when things get truly bizarre.
I brought a little toy. Hopefully the ghost likes it. I think it's a child. I'm hearing a lot of stuff down here. What? No.
The toy truck suddenly turns on as if someone or something touched it. After this creepy experience, the activity in the basement only seems to intensify. The TikToker begins to hear movements and giggling when he goes down on his daily inspections. And then, one day, he captures something downright chilling.
Utang ina. Bumalik ka pa kasi.
Seen peeking at the frightened TikToker from behind a wall, and then the video cuts out. So, is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate TikTok hoax?
Ginusto mo yun eh, makulit ka eh. Tangina ka.
Unwelcome guest. In another video, TikTok user Maddie Bark believes that a dark entity followed her home after she went on a paranormal investigation at a cemetery. She says that she's seen something strange in her yard on a regular basis, and that, whatever it is, it appears to be getting closer and closer to her house. One night, she's shocked when something appears right at her front door.
Puta. Ooh.
Maddie? Maddie? Oh my god. Maddie? Who is the fuck? Oh my god. Did he just move? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Is he out there? Do you see anything? No, I don't see anything.
Puta, binuksan pa.
Her clock closed.
Diyan ako nakakaasar yung mga ganyan, no? Nakita mo nang meron, tas bubuksan mo pa.
A pale translucent figure can be seen looking into the window of Maddie's front door. It then seems to move to the side and suddenly disappear into thin air. Maddie and her sister open the front door, but no one there.
Tingnan nyo
This footage even stranger is that there's
di ba meron ditong railings? E pag ganun yung silhouette, Halata mong ano yun eh. Silhouette yun eh. Kasi may railing si paano pa dadaan yun dun, di ba? Di lumusot.
Nowhere for this mysterious figure to have gone. There are several steps up and a tall guardrail right beside the door. So again, is it real? As always, I leave it up to you to decide.
Oh, hindi niyo masabi na elaborate hoax.
TikTok user Bailey is the operations manager of an old theater that dates all the way back to the early 1900s. Bailey claims that the theater is extremely haunted, with strange sightings and unexplained voices occurring on a daily basis. Now, for security reasons, Bailey decided not to share the name of the theater on TikTok. But after some digging, I was able to find the name and the location of the theater. However, I will respect Bailey's wishes and I won't share it here. But I do think it's worth noting that the theater has a very haunted past. People believe the theater's founder, who passed away 60 years ago, haunts the playhouse to this day, still looking after his theater. One night, when Bailey is alone in the playhouse, he captures something horrifying.
Alright guys, so I work at this old theater and been hearing a noise. It's a really beautiful theater, as you can see, if you can see it at all.
Utang ina.
But I keep hearing a noise in here and there's not supposed to be anybody here, so just double checking, but I wanted to film it just in case. There's the ghost light. It's a light we keep on for
I don't want to
for people
keep recording it, but
remain here and whatnot. And
oh yeah, you're not.
What the what is that? Hold on, let me get a better look.
Wala na. Puta.
The creepy figure of a man wearing a suit can be seen in the theater's old private balcony. Bailey says he's the only one who has access to the area where the apparition can be seen, so no one could have been up there. So could this be the ghost of the theater's founder still wandering around and keeping an eye on the place? Let me know what you think. Something under the bed. Parents Josh and Sarah from Nashville, Tennessee had never posted anything related to the paranormal on either one of their TikTok pages. That is until one night when Sarah and Josh discover something very strange on their bedroom security camera. Sarah is fast asleep in bed with her daughter Emma when this happens.
Nahatak yung bata, yung baby.
Little Emma is sleeping peacefully with her doll when it inexplicably moves on its own. But creepiest of all, the child's shirt appears to be getting tugged by something that's just not there. Dad Josh believes the strange event to be something paranormal, but his wife Sarah is still skeptical. But it gets even creepier. Because late one night, Josh is at work and Sarah is fast asleep. Just around midnight, the baby monitor in Emma's bedroom records something terrifying.
Natak na.
The TV in the room is on and little Emma is awake and seems to be curious about something underneath her bed. When she goes to investigate, the little girl appears to be getting pulled underneath the bed. Emma starts to cry and yells out for her mother, who soon wakes up and comes to her rescue. But just what happened to little Emma is unclear. Josh explains that he has no idea what happened to his daughter. He shows in a video that the space under Emma's bed is too small for anyone to have been hiding under there. So what do you think happened to little Emma? Could it be that some dark presence has attached itself to the toddler? Or just what is going on here? Let me know what you think. The Late Night Watchman. In this next video, TikTok user Fernando Victor Olive is working the night shift with his fellow workers at a train yard. Around 3:30 a.m., he decides to record a few videos to show what the night shift at the train yard is like. But after he uploads the videos, his viewers notice something in one of the clips. Something shocking. It looks as if someone is standing in one of the train doors. Now again, this train is locked and parked in the train yard in the middle of the night. It is supposed to be completely empty. So who or what is this? Now what makes this video even more compelling is the fact that Fernando has never posted any other video related to the paranormal on his TikTok. So could this figure be something supernatural? Or could it just be a very strange trick of the light? You decide. Invisible Friend. TikTok user Luan, also known as Joshua Luck from Mexico, has a TikTok account dedicated entirely to his 2-year-old son. Luan operates a general store on the first floor of his house that he shares with his wife and children. Then one day, Luan's video content drastically changes as his 2-year-old son begins to claim that he sees what he describes as a terrifying invisible child. This alleged invisible child scares Luan's son so much that he often cries in fear. Luan says that he doesn't see anything, but he says he has experienced a few strange incidents with things around the house seeming to move on their own. Then late one night at 4 in the morning, Luan is awoken by unexplained loud noises coming from downstairs. Thinking his store is getting robbed, he records everything as he runs downstairs.
Buenos amigos, bajé porque empezamos a escuchar ruidos y vine a dar una vuelta. Tenía miedo de que estuvieran abriendo la tienda o algo así, pero no. Vean, no hay nada.
Puta ko ba na yung upuan?
Ah, cabrón. ¿Sí vieron? No sé qué pasó, pero mejor me voy, le digo a mi esposa, porque esta chingadera se movió sola. Ya me está dando cosita. Se me hizo muy raro.
For the first time, Luan captures something on camera that he can't explain. A chair moves on its own. Over the next few days, the unexplained activity seems to intensify every single night. Things fall off shelves without explanation. The family starts to hear whispers. And late at night, they hear a light tapping sound coming from inside their bedroom closet. One night when the knocking sound from inside the closet becomes terrifyingly loud, Luan once again decides to record to collect proof.
Hicimos grabar ahorita porque se está escuchando algo en el closet. Dios mío, ¿qué es eso? ¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Quieres algo? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? No inventes, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué se abrió? Se abrió. Espérate, cálmate. ¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Te podemos ayudar? ¿Necesitas algo? Dinos. ¡Se asomó alguien! Alúzame. Espera. Espérate, alúzame. No hay nada, mira, no hay nada. No sé. ¿Sabes qué? Vamos con los niños. Vámonos con los niños, yo creo, mira. Aquí no hay nada. De este lado tampoco hay nada.
Kasi nyo kasi ilaw.
Vámonos con los niños, vente.
Luan and his wife are lying in bed when the closet door swings open on its own. Then
Gulat,
something
gulat
seems to
sila eh.
peek out at them from inside the closet.
Eh,
Luan
puta,
rushes
oo nga.
over to look inside, but there's nothing there. His wife seems legitimately terrified. They
Oo.
take the kids and leave the home for the night. Of course, eventually Luan and his family have to return, so they decide to do an overnight recording session, hoping to catch some evidence of the strange activity in their home.
Puta.
What they capture
Evidence pa ba
is
yun? Hindi
downright
pa ba?
chilling.
No inventes, mira todo lo que se cayó, se cayeron cosas, mija.
Naghanap pa kayo ng ebidensya? Diyos ko.
¿Prendes tu cámara?
Sí, ya estoy grabando. Deja grabo acá de este lado donde se cayó el refresco, juguete, el control.
Sí, a ver, dame chancita para yo grabar. Si quieres, graba ahí donde se ve, donde está oscuro, allá donde están las papas.
Deja prendo la luz.
Bueno, está bien.
Putang na yung mga paning-paning mo ng camera.
Está
Eh.
muy oscuro y luego, ¿qué tal si veo algo?
Ay, aquí estoy yo, me dices, tranquila.
Ay, no, mejor tú graba de este lado y yo me voy y grabo de este otro donde está la cuna.
Bueno, a ver, cámbiate.
Es que mira, también acá está oscuro.
Did you see it? Luan claims that his phone battery died right at the moment he captured something terrifying on camera. A face with glowing eyes is staring right at them from the entrance of the store.
Oh.
But the bizarre activity didn't end there. On another night, Luan hears something knocking on their door. He turns on all the lights and once again starts recording.
Buenas noches, amigos. Me tocaron la puerta. Este carrito estaba en el sillón, se cayó. Como saben, me duermo a veces en la sala, pues porque me siento nervioso. No hay nadie aquí afuera. También he prendido la luz, pues para sentirme un poquito más seguro. Se escuchan ruidos. Se han escuchado murmullos aquí en el baño. No sé si será de aquí. Como pueden ver, está vacío. Vénganse por acá, vamos a checar si de acá vienen. No, está todo tranquilo, vamos a ver si aquí de la tienda. Aquí dentro de la tienda. Parece que aquí no es. Se quedaron acá. Vengan, vamos a ver. No, aquí no son. Vénganse, vámonos por acá.
Kaba
No sé
naman
qué está
itong ano
pasando.
to.
Mejor vámonos, vengan. Me siento nervioso, vámonos. As he pans his camera,
Oo nga, yun nga
someone
yung
or
napansin ko eh.
something
Kanina eh.
with long dark hair seems to quickly move away and out of sight. But nothing compares to what happens on the night of October 18th. When Luan goes to the restroom, something knocks on his bathroom door. That's when things get truly bizarre.
Amigos, estoy en el baño. Me han estado tocando la puerta. Me siento muy nervioso, no sé qué hacer. Tocaron otra vez. Mira. Está tirado todavía. Se ve una sombra. Mira, se está moviendo esto. Pero no hay nada aquí. No hay nada aquí. De este lado. Se ve una
Di ba
sombra.
pabuksan yung mga ilaw?
No sé qué hacer, amigos. Estoy un poco nervioso.
Puta.
Se ve algo en la tienda. Venga, vamos a ver.
Di niya napansin yun.
Vamos a la tienda. Vamos a... Venga. Sí. Con unas cajas de refresco. Unas rejas.
Di niya napansin yun nasa ano.
Mira. Se oye algo al frente. Oigo un susurro.
Something knocks on the door. Objects have fallen on the floor. Exercise equipment is moving on its own. But creepiest of all, as Luan pans his camera around his living room, in one split second, he captures a shadow figure sitting on his couch. The same couch that was empty only a moment earlier. So what do you think is happening to Luan and his family? Is their home and store haunted by a dark entity? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Imaginary friend. TikTok user Genevieve Swafford claims that 4 years ago she recorded a video when she suddenly heard her young daughter Lauralee talking to someone, even though they were the only ones at home at the time. Years go by, and eventually Genevieve goes back through her old videos and is shocked when she discovers that she might have actually captured what her young daughter was talking to.
Lauralee, come here. Lauralee, who are you playing
Ay,
with?
may dumana nino.
What are you doing?
Her mom Genevieve doesn't seem to see, but it looks like a shadow walks right behind little
Oh.
Lorelei. Genevieve asks her daughter who she's playing with, but the girl has no answer. So could it be that Genevieve's house is haunted and her daughter could see the spirit? Maybe even talk to it? Or could this video just be an elaborate TikTok hoax? You decide. Caught on camera. TikTok user Chips and Chicken shared a strange video. She explains that the video was captured by CCTV late at night in the 50-year-old building of a Union Center in California. One night, something triggers the building's alarm. So the office manager goes to check the CCTV footage. He finds a truly chilling discovery that, as TikTok user Chips and Chicken put it, quote, freaked him out.
That's pretty good. Let me do that.
Oh. Di mannequin
This
ba?
looks like she's floating, Bob.
Oh god, that gives me the creeps.
Yep.
A white figure can be seen hovering around the back of the building. Workers who watched the footage believe it might be the spirit of a Union Center member who had recently passed away. TikTok user Chips and Chicken is baffled by the footage. She says that all of the men who work in this building are elderly and simply wouldn't know how to fake something like this.
Oh.
So is it real? Or is it just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Afraid of ghosts. TikTok user and mother of two Jessica Duffy is not actually very active on TikTok, but there's one video taken by her Ring security camera that she just had to post. In the video, her two children can be seen joking about ghosts in the kitchen, quoting the Ghostbusters theme song. Now, I'm not sure exactly what started this odd conversation, but it seems like the ghosts might be listening. The two kids experience something absolutely terrifying.
Yung guys sa Ghostbuster. Iyak kayo mga bata.
Well, when I said that the two kids experienced something absolutely terrifying, I meant terrifying for them. Because Jessica Duffy does not claim in any way that this footage shows anything related to the paranormal. It's very possible that this was simply a strong gust of wind that happened to blow the door shut at a comically perfect time. Or was it? Because only a few days later, something else happens that's a little harder to explain.
Golden Shepherd.
In another freaky turn of events, Jessica's ceiling fan in the very same room has a strange electrical short, causing loud popping electrical discharges and even a bit of
kaya
fire,
dapat yung aso
sending out a
sa
thick puff of smoke. The next day, of course, Jessica calls in an electrician to prevent a dangerous house fire. Now again, this might not be anything paranormal at all, but it's certainly a very strange phenomenon to occur just days after her children decided to taunt, quote, ghosts in the house. Or, maybe it's just a very weird series of coincidences. As the name of this story implies, you decide. Caught on camera. TikTok user Nina Enton shared a creepy video of her nephew, Emmy, on her TikTok page. In the video, the boy discovers the hidden nanny cam that's carefully placed in his bedroom to keep a safe eye on him. But what happens next is downright chilling. The terrifying face of what appears to be an elderly woman can be seen staring at the camera. Nina claims her nephew was alone in his room at the time of this recording. Now, fake or not, when I first saw this video, it freaked me out. So, either way, the video is definitely very creepy. But as for whether it's real or fake, as always, you decide. Unexpected appearance. TikTok user Lacey Nicole is a theater teacher at Sarasota High School in Florida. Lacey says that there have always been stories about the ghost of, quote, Shannon, a Victorian woman who is said to haunt the high school's theater. Back in 2007, during a high school production of Beauty and the Beast, many believed that Shannon the ghost made a very unexpected appearance, and it was all captured on camera. The unexplained apparition of a woman in a flowing white dress can be seen floating 8 to 10 feet above the stage. Now, it should be noted that this was in no way a part of the play. So could this be the spirit of Shannon, the Victorian-era ghost that haunts the theater? Let me know what you think.
Possible.
Thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram here. Follow me on Twitter.
Hi. Okay. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video for more updated videos. Thank you.